Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. Hope everything's very good wherever you are. Guys, I've been sent this strange video and this strange report on Instagram by one of my subscribers, and he said, "Imran, have you seen this? I didn't see you make a video about this. This happened 10 days ago." And it's a video of Canelo and a reporter. And Canelo apparently, it was a blogger, or I think he was a blogger, or worked for Barstool Sports, who's I think they're a company who's reports on boxing, and he was an employee of theirs. And he was on the pads with Canelo, so he had this chest guard, slash like hip guard, and covering all the way to your upper half, and he had a head guard on as well. And Canelo was, teeing off on him, basically, hitting him with shots and hitting him with some good shots. I'm just going to read out a little bit of this article. It's crazy. It says here, Canelo Alvarez has accidentally left a blogger peeing blood after they filmed a body shot challenge. So it was a challenge. It was a body shot challenge video this week. During a shoot on Friday, the Barstool Sports blogger Large bravely or foolishly volunteered to be the Mexican's punching bag. My producer, why don't you wear a GoPro and a belly pad that rises dangerously up onto your chest, and let Canelo batter your sternum for 3 minutes? Me hold my beer. He then says, Large donned chest guard, but that didn't make Canelo's power shots much more bearable. After taking the first proper punch, Large had seemingly already had enough. So I think his name was Large. That's full speed. That's bleep terrible. I'm going to be blood. I'm going to be peeing blood. The prediction turned out to be scarily accurate. A day later, Large posted an image of his urine, which was indeed a murky color. Wow. His urine is not even, it's like orange. Bloody hell. His urine is like yellow. I mean, not yellow, sorry, orange. What the heck? That doesn't even look like blood. That looks like orange juice. Bloody hell. It's hard to bear. It's not even hard to watch that crap. Wow. You know what? It's crazy, like, to think, like, I remember when Khan fought Crawford, and, obviously he got accused of quitting in that fight, and he got hit low, and he said he was peeing blood. And a lot of people said that was bullcrap. But it's crazy that, when you get hit by these boxers, or hit by anybody, if you get hit constantly in the stomach, it causes internal damage, which can result in you peeing blood. And that obviously shows that your organs internally have been damaged. And that's why you're peeing blood. It's crazy. These fighters must go through things. This is what I mean. We underappreciate fighters. These fighters must be going through that. They don't say a word. They must be going through all of this, like when they take body shots. Imagine the guys that have faced Canelo that have been hit by his body shots, or Golovkin, or guys like that, or even these guys themselves that have taken body shots. And, we take them for granted. We think that boxing is an easy sport. We don't see the hardships. We don't see some of the stuff that these guys have to go through. The surgeries after fights, when guys get broken eye sockets, the surgeries, the repairing of the face, when they have like broken noses. And can you imagine, like, when you get a little cut, how much it hurts, right? Imagine going through, like, having to suffer a broken nose, having to suffer like severe, memory loss. I remember when Khan fought Maidana, Amir Khan says that he can't even remember what happened that night. That fight was so brutal that he doesn't even remember what happened that night. He says, I've got memory loss. I don't remember what happened. Like, that memory has been erased. And these are the things that we don't really see. And when a normal person like this reporter goes and takes think about it, he's taking a few body shots, right? And it's had that kind of impact and that result where Canelo's left him, peeing blood. You know, it just shows you how brutal and how dangerous, this sport is. And like I said, we take it for granted. We don't, because we don't see the sacrifices. We don't see, alongside the dieting, the hard work, the training camp, we don't see the stuff like this, the injuries and the hospital, going to the hospital, you know, oh man, it must be tough. It must be tough. Like this guy had a bodyguard on, right? He had a he was fully covered, right? Taking shots from Canelo. But the thing is, I think it's kind of crazy. I do think it's kind of crazy taking shots like that. Just like I never understood how, these guys that wear these like bodysuits and stuff, and then these boxers are hitting them. Freddie Roach used to do that as well. Freddie Roach said that, Manny Pacquiao had him peeing blood. I don't understand. Why would you do that? Why don't they just hit the bag? Is it because with obviously with this, a human having padded up, obviously it's a human, it's what you would experience in the ring, but I just think it's torturous, man. I think getting hit like that constantly, it could cause severe internal organ damage, man. Imagine getting hit like that, like by Canelo constantly, and I've seen Reynoso do it. He has a big pad on. This is kind of thin though. This isn't that thick. This is quite thin. This isn't the one that Reynoso has quite a thick one on. But even that, anything getting punched by Canelo is, it can't be fun. So yeah, I don't like this, man. I think it could lead to some severe damage. Get guys getting hit. I'm pretty sure some of you that have boxed, this is not good, man. Trainers, having suits on and getting hit with punches. Yeah, I don't think that's good. I think you could cause some severe damage, man, internally, getting hit like that constantly. Plus, it's constant. It's not like in a boxing match, you get hit with one or two body shots, you move away, you get out of the way. This is like constant. They're there like a punching bag, you getting hit and hit and hit again. Yeah, I'm not surprised if they're peeing blood, especially when you're getting punched by Canelo, right, with hooks. Nah, that's not something that I would. I think the guy was very foolish. The article said that bravely or foolish. I think it's more foolishness than bravery, because yeah, I think it's dangerous, man. I think it's dangerous. I think boxers should be hitting like the punching bag, not using a human with guards on, as a punching bag. I think that could be quite dangerous. But yeah, look. I understand how tough boxing is. Like, just going in there and doing a little bit of sparring, you get hit with a shot, and you understand that, this sport isn't for everyone. It's a very brutal sport. This is just, like I said, many fighters, what this report has gone through, many fighters go through this all the time, and this is severe, man. It's a severe, brutal sport, tough sport. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend this. I wouldn't recommend, I think personally they should be hitting a punching bag rather than having, trainers shield up and shield up like this and taken punishment, because surely it can't be any good. Like, I know Freddie Roach said, that he's peeing blood. Obviously I don't know, maybe as a trainer they have experience, they know, how to lessen the blow, but this guy obviously probably doesn't have that experience. And he's just gone in and he's taken some 3 minutes of Canelo's brutal hooks, uppercuts and all sorts. God knows what he took. And yeah, so I don't think I don't like it, man. I think they should be hitting the punching bag. Hitting a trainer that's suiting up, surely it's gonna cause severe damage. I just kind of find it a bit weird, to be honest. But each to their own. Maybe they do it because it's a human and he's moving around it's more of a boxer inside a ring. But again, it's just dangerous, right? It's just, for me, it can cause severe damage. So yeah, this is just something that I wanted to talk about because obviously I got sent it. But then the article goes on about and talks about the fight with Canelo coming up with Bivol. So Canelo is returning to light heavyweight to challenge the unbeaten WBA world champion Bivol for his belt. He previously won titles at super welterweight, middleweight, super middleweight, and step up to light heavyweight. in 2019. Many expected Canelo to return to 175 after claiming a world title. However, he has now achieved everything desired at 168 as he has claimed all the four belts. Therefore, the Mexican is now challenging Dimitri Bivol on May 7th. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. There is, by the way, his name is at large Barstool, and I believe he's got footage. If you want to go and see the footage, I believe on his Twitter page, he's at large Barstool. You can go and see the footage, I believe, of Canelo, hitting him, and I think he has a camera on his head guard, which shows Canelo hitting him, and I think you can probably hear the force of those punches. Canelo hits a bag, hits punching bag, and you can clearly see the force that he's hitting the punching bag with. Yeah, man, it's a brutal sport, guys. It's a brutal sport. This sort of stuff happens all the time. Fighters peeing blood is not something out of the norm. It's something that happens a lot, because you're being hit in your stomach area, yeah, and it can cause internal organ damage, which results in you peeing blood. Yeah, so this is not something that is out of the norm. It's something that boxers experience on a day-to-day basis. But that's the warriors they are. That's why they're special, because they go in there, they put themselves in danger for our entertainment. Yeah, they get paid handsomely, but this sport can have a severe damage later on in their life. But it's just a great sport. It's a great sport. Boxing will always be a sport which will be a very well viewed sport, because people love to see a fight. People love to see fighting. People love to see two guys going at each other. And when you see a really big fight and they promote it into a massive fight, we all get involved. We all get drawn in, because that's just thing. It's like when we were at school and you see guys fighting, people will gather around, and that's just the beauty of this sport. It's just the gladiator side of it, draws a lot of attention. And again, we're going to be tuning in May 7th to watch Canelo Alvarez to see if he can win another light heavyweight world championship against Dimitri Bivol. We're always going to tune in. This week, we're going to tune in against Errol Spence, against Dennis Ugas, to see who becomes the, Errol Spence already unified champion. But if Errol Spence can add another belt to his collection, or maybe Ugas can cause an upset, this is the interesting nature of this sport, man. We love it. But yeah, guys, let me know your reaction about this video, and how the fact that Canelo leaves a blogger peeing blood. What do you make of it? What do you make of this particular video? What do you make of trainers suiting up and getting hit with body shots? Do you think it's dangerous? Do you think it could lead some damage? Obviously they pee blood after. So yeah, leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this. If you've seen it, what your reactions, what your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.